They were already waiting. Two figures, plain clothes but wrapped in the kind of silence only law carries. One man, one woman. I eased into the driveway, engine ticking its last breaths into the quiet. The porch light above blinked once and died, like it knew what was coming. The man stepped forward, face made of stone. You're being taken in for the murder of your child. My heart didn't stop. It settled. Slower. He was wrong. Had to be. I glanced over his shoulder, into the dark hallway where echoes of barefoot laughter used to bounce off the walls. That's not possible, I said. My son is. But the sentence strangled itself before it finished. A memory surfaced. 2 nights back. A dream. My boy screaming. And a lullaby whispered by someone else's voice. Gentle, unfamiliar, cruel. Cold metal closed around my wrists. The weight of it wasn't new. It started with a scent. Not mine. Someone else's cologne, faint but hanging near our sheets like a ghost clinging to warmth. Then came the message, one she hadn't meant for me to see. A name I didn't recognize. And a sentence I knew by heart. He asked about the boy again. I didn't ask questions. Just watched. She laughed too quickly. Hid her phone like a secret. The boy, my boy, had her eyes. And something missing. Or maybe something added. Silence. 3 weeks ago, he stopped calling me Dad. Began using my first name, like it tasted sour in his mouth. I told myself it was a phase. Then the knock came. Mrs. Holden. Hands trembling. I saw him get into a black car. There was a man driving. Your wife wasn't there. That night, I sat outside his door listening. He whispered into a device I never bought. And he called the man on the other end Dad. I didn't cry. I took his toothbrush, the one he used every night, sealed it in a bag. Hair from his brush, a crusted bandage, the blanket with dried blood from a scraped knee. I sent it all to a private lab. Quiet. Fast. No questions asked. I still had his paperwork. Hospital forms. Birth certificate. I remembered the delivery, the sweat, the moment. But memory can lie. Blood can't. While I waited, I searched. Her emails, call logs, GPS history. She covered her tracks well, but not perfectly. I found one thread, buried under a false folder. The subject line, he suspects something. I read it over and over. She wasn't scared of what I'd do. She was scared of what I'd find. And still, I made her coffee, packed his lunch, pretended. But something in me had curled up and gone still. When the results came, I opened them alone at the same table where we built castles out of plastic bricks. One word lit up like fire across the page. Exclusion. Not mine. Not by accident. Not by blood. Not by any definition that mattered. I waited until dinner. Lasagna. Garlic bread. She joked about carbs. I handed her the envelope. She opened it. Read our boy. Watched us both confused. Her fork fell to the plate. She didn't say anything. She didn't have to. I had already found the car. The man. The mistake she once claimed meant nothing. A mistake that had a name. A face. A son. I didn't go to the police. I waited for them to come. Because the boy wasn't dead. He was hidden. She'd sent him away. Lied about me. Told the real father I was violent. Dangerous. She faked everything. The bruises. The photos. The fear. But I had the truth. I gave it all to the police. The emails. The proof she'd driven 4 hours the night she claimed I hurt her. Her story collapsed like wet paper. This time, it was her hands they cuffed. The female officer stood behind her, calm, unreadable. I didn't blink. She screamed his name as they took her away. Not mine. Not my son. Just his. He's safe now. With the man she lied to and then found again. Maybe he'll be a better father than I ever was. Maybe not. But I don't chase ghosts. I can't lose something that was never truly mine. Still, sometimes I wake up at 3:12 a.m. Same moment the courier handed me the results. I sit on the bed's edge. Breathe in the stillness. No more crying. No more pretending. She took everything. Except the one thing she never meant to leave behind. The truth.